wanted to show you how I make potato soup. Normally I would fry 6 slices of bacon and then crumble that up and set it aside, but I don't have bacon that's ready to eat, so we're leaving that out. But what I have in here is 1 cup of chopped onion, half a cup of chopped, just cut up carrots, and a half a cup of celery, and about 2 teaspoons of oil. And once this starts simmering on medium heat, I'm going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 4 or 5 minutes until the onion's soft but not brown. You don't want it to start to brown. And once this is done, I'll come back and show you the rest. Okay, the onions are soft. So in this pot here I have 4 cups of potatoes peeled and cubed with 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm going to add a quart, or how many cups would that be? 4 cups of chicken stock, and we're going to add the vegetables. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so fogging up the camera. I'll get the rest of them out of there. I'm going to bring this to a boil and reduce the heat to between medium and high, and let it cook for about 15 minutes until your potatoes are tender. And when that's done, I'll come back and we'll finish it up. Okay, while you're waiting for those potatoes to cook, take that same skillet and you want to melt 4 tablespoons of butter in it, and we're going to make what's called a roux. Turn your skillet on medium heat, and as soon as that butter melts, just got one more little chunk there, got 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour, and you're just going to stir this around and coat it real good. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand, so I apologize for the camera. It's better if you use a spatula for this. If you see any lumps in it, just smush them out. And you're just gonna, once it's mixed, just let it cook for just a minute or 2. Once it starts bubbling, just a little bit. I don't know if you can see the little bubbles forming in it. It doesn't take long. We're going to add a pint of milk. I don't know how many cups that is. I've always made this with pints. And then we're just going to stir this around, and it's going to thicken. And I'm not going to make you sit here and watch the however long it takes for it to thicken, but I will come back and show you how you know when it's done. Okay, this is how you're going to know when your roux is done. As it's cooking, scrape around the edge and move it around a little bit, and then let it sit. But once you can pull this spatula down through, it's almost there. See how you can see a little bit of that skillet underneath? You want to be able to start from up here and see that skillet all the way through. And we're almost there. So I'm just going to keep moving it around a little bit. There we go. See how it's breaking from the very top, and you're following that all the way down through. That's when you want to take it off the heat and just leave it sit. And our stuff is boiling over there. It's only got maybe about 7 more minutes till it's done. I'll be back after they're done. Okay, our potatoes are tender, and now I'm going to add a half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And we're just going to stir that around till it's melted. I took the, oh, fogging up the camera again. I took the soup off the heat again, off the heat. I'm trying to see. It's going to take about a minute for this to melt. It looks like it's melted. And now I'm going to add that roux into it. Stir that around, and if you want bacon in it, go ahead and add that too. And leave it set for a couple minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and that roux is going to thicken it up real good for you. We don't really like soup with a lot of broth, not potato soup. So I make it more like a stew. And I'll come back and show you a bowl of it once the roux is in and mixed and it's sat for a little bit. Okay, it's sat and thickened. You can see it's really creamy soup. I'm going to attempt to pour some of this in a bowl one-handed without making too big a mess. There we go. Oh, my stove always gets messy anyway. And you can add some more cheddar cheese to this and sour cream. That's how I like to eat it. And there you go. Now you can use canned potatoes and canned carrots in this. You're just going to add them once that celery is soft. So probably the last, 5 minutes of cooking the soup, go ahead and throw your potatoes and carrots in there. And then just do everything like it is. So there it is, potato soup. Thanks for watching.